What's up, everybody? Jay Burch, the messenger. And in this video, I'm going to go over some copywriting basics. Copywriting 101, that's what we're going to call this. And so what that means is if you're new to ad copy, in other words, creating that compelling headline, that subline, that advertisement that you're going to use on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, right? You've got to have some ad copy. You've got to understand the basic things. So stay tuned. In this video, I'm going to give you a basic knowledge that you can turn around and use inside of your Clickfunnels account, creating affiliate marketing or mailing list leads or whatever that is you're trying to do, create clients, customers. You just need to know how to do it. All right, so stay tuned. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, so let's take a look at copywriting 101. So I'm going to be very passionate about this thing. As you know, if you follow me, if you've ever been to a workshop, right? I'm passionate about these topics of conversation. And the reason for it is because I know that if we just apply these things, we can literally create our own destiny, our own experiences through our desires. So this is one of the ways to get people. It doesn't matter how well your funnel is, how it looks. If you can't get people there from the ad copy, or even when you get them to the particular funnel, maybe you're doing some ad copy there as well, then you're gonna lose them. All right. So what is copy? So basically, if you think about it, when we talk about copy, it's the art of using your words to persuade somebody or to sell something to someone, right? That's what copy is. And let's say maybe you're a salesperson and you may be using ad copy and don't know it because you figured out over time there's a specific thing that you should say and how to say it to attract an individual. Now, what you got to understand on social media, if you're using Facebook ads or YouTube ads or Instagram ads or whatever, you're trying to attract an individual, you're trying to find a specific target. Okay, so you're going to have to use words to persuade or sell to those specific individuals. So this copy that we're talking about on today is not, it's not for everybody. You don't want everybody to, or I should say your product or your service is not for everybody. So you don't want to use ad dollars or, things of that nature, resources, trying to put a message in front of people that's not even a part of your demographics. All right. So when we're talking about ad copy specifically for ads, okay, you want to do some specific things. So you see here there is a several bullets, and there is going to be a link in the description where you can download a worksheet so that you can print it out and use these things, practice, and that way you can kind of get familiar with what you need to say, how you need to say it. And there's going to be an example towards the end of this tutorial right here. Okay, so just stay for that. All right, so you've got to call your customer out as best as you can. So what's the call out? Who is your customer, right? If you're a baker and you're making cakes, and maybe your specialty is birthday cakes for children, then you're going to call out moms, grandmoms, maybe aunts, right? And then your hook, it's got to be a catchy sentence to grab their attention, right? So let's say, for example, if we stay in that same, that cake business, right? So, for example, here it says, do you want to get blank, which would be the desire without blank, the pain point. All right. So let's say, for example, with that baker, do you want to have, or let's say you could change the words. Okay. So where it says, do you want to get, let's, do you want to have, do you want to have the perfect three-tiered princess birthday cake, but without the 45 hours that it will take for you to make that cake, right? You see that that's gonna where your hook, is gonna come in. So when we're talking about building it out, and again, I'll give you an example, right? But you're going to call out that customer. So for example, the call out could be, hey moms, hey moms of a daughter that's getting ready to have a birthday. That's really specific, right? Do you want to get a perfect princess cake but without the 3 hours that it will take for you to make it? Or do you want to get a princess cake without trying to figure out what the ingredients are, what's the process to make it, right? See the pain point? That's a pain point, all right? So then you would say, who am I? Okay, and then that's where simply you're going into now identifying yourself. So if we're gonna build it out, hey moms of a daughter that's getting ready to have a birthday, do you want the perfect princess cake without trying to watch hours of YouTube videos just to get an instruction list and then try to figure out how to make this cake? Well, if that's you, my name is Debbie, the birthday cake maker. And what do I do? Well, I make those princess cakes that you're talking about. I make really any type of cake for a child's birthday, but that specific princess cake that you're talking about, I make that all day long. Right? So you see what's going on here as I go through this? So I've already answered. I got the call out, I got the hook. Who am I? Debbie, the birthday cake maker, or whatever I said her name was. What do? I make those cakes. Why do they want it? Right? So now at this particular point, we know why they want it. You want a moist, professionally made cake that when you actually get it there, you're proud to say that this is my child's birthday cake and it tastes good, so all the other parents aren't going to talk crap about how dry the cake was, this, that, and the third. That's why they want it. Right? Now, how can they get it? You can simply get it by clicking the claim your offer button now down below this ad. Right? So you see, these are all of the components that I just gone through, you know, that you've got to have in your ad. So we're building out a funnel. Okay, that funnel, man, as soon as you get that person, so we're kind of in a sense going to, you're really reverse engineering, if you will, in the funnel process in a lot of cases, because the end result is this is what I need. I need leads for birthday cakes. Now, how do I work backwards? Well, they got to come through this particular funnel. How do I want the funnel to be? I want them to come here, see this, see this, see this, boom, boom, boom. And then before that was the ad. So this is the part where now you're creating the ad. And you're just going to basically follow this process. You don't need to do anything else, but just get good at this process. And so the other part is you can wash, rinse, repeat on any other type of product or service that you offer, right? So you don't do this for everything. You do this for a specific, a niche, if you will, right? I'm sure you guys have probably heard that a lot. That's a recommendation. And you don't need to niche every specific thing that you do. But when you're talking about running ads and writing ad copy, you're looking for specific customers to take action on a specific product or service, right? Or an item. And so, let's say, okay, that might be, so the princess cake might be one. Do you want to get your son that Batman cake that he's always wanted for his 5th birthday without trying to figure out how to make it and without paying an arm and a leg to get somebody else to make it for you? Well, if that's you, who am I? I am Debbie, the Batman cake maker. And what do? Is I make specifically custom made cakes, Batman cakes, princess cakes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cakes. And why do you want my specific cake? Well, I've been in the business for 15 years. Every cake that I've ever made, I've made with love, but I've made it in such a way that when you get the cake, you're proud to say that this is my child's birthday cake. It's moist. Other parents will have nothing to say about how the cake looks or how the cake tastes. How can you get this cake? Well, you can click the claim my cake voucher now at the bottom of this ad. Boom, that's it. Doesn't matter. Does not matter what it is. You see what I'm saying? Does not matter. All right. So when you're on the landing page, so the ad now sends you to the landing page, and so what you want to do is you want to mimic the ad as much as possible. So the colors, the all of that, right? You want it to mimic as much. So if you had a logo on the ad or something like that, then you have a logo. Probably wouldn't have a logo on the ad. Yeah, and the other part of it is, the ad specifically, I would prefer it to be a video, but let's just say it's, you're gonna have some ad copy even with a video. But if it's a, excuse me, if it's a, like a graphic, then you want the colors to match up. So you want to mimic the ad as much as possible. Copy your catchy hook from the ad. So again, you know, if we go back to that, you know, what's the catchy hook? Do you want to get that perfect birthday cake? Do you want to get that perfect Batman cake for your son's 5th birthday without trying to figure out how to make that cake yourself, or without paying an arm and a leg to get another professional to make it for you? Right? So that's the same thing they saw in the ad. Boom. As soon as they hit the landing page, right there too. All right, so do not introduce any new information on the landing page. So in other words, don't bring them from the ad to the landing page and it's some totally new stuff. Like, that will absolutely turn them off, confuse them. That is not what you want to do. All the landing pages is set to do is from the ad, go to the landing page. It looks the same. The ad copy is the same. The headings, the catchy stuff is the same. Now they're just taking action. That's all the landing page is doing. All right, so we're not making this any more difficult. So here's an example. Even though we've already talked through an example, here's an example. Attention, dog owners. Would you like to get your dog to stop peeing inside of your house without the cost of an expensive dog trainer? Well, hi, my name is Jonte Burch with Pee No More indoor dog training, and I have the one secret to make any dog, male or female, stop peeing inside now. Check out my free training video about this here, and then there would be the link. I've worked with dozens of pet owners over the years, and the number one thing they want is to keep their dog from peeing inside. So through much trial and effort, I now have the bulletproof system. If you want to know what is simple, if you want to know what it is, simply click the link below and enter your name and email, and I will send the video right over to you. So this is the example. So again, just look in the description. You'll be able to download this as a worksheet, as a template. You just want to answer the questions, right? So get the call out, the hook, you know, um, who I am, why you want it, how to get it, all those things that we just talked about in the other slides. All right. So very simple process, y'all. Very simple process. So we're at the end of the video. So what we've done now is we've looked at the basic ad copy. Okay, ad copy 101. Okay, you're going to download these sheets. You're going to use these sheets. You're going to practice and just use the example. Attention homeowners, attention newlyweds, attention new parents, attention moms who have a child birthday approaching. Right, whatever it is, right? You're just going to do the same thing, use the same template, and you guys will be good. All right, so remember, take action. See you guys in future tutorials. Peace.